Hi there. Today is July 13th, 2016, as I speak, and as of July 8th, it will have been a year and a half since I started low-dose testosterone. Uh, okay, so here's basically what's been going on over the last half year. Um, One of the biggest changes is that I actually did increase my dosage per week. It had been 0.125 milliliters per week, and these days it is 0.25 milliliters per week. And uh, there are a few reasons for that. One of the main reasons that I realized is that my gender expression goals are not quite what I perceived them to be a year and a half ago. Uh, I had the original goal of androgyny. What I realized is that it's not really so much that I want a goal of androgyny so much as ambiguity. And that my gender expression is actually a little bit more fluid. There are days where I feel like I want to present in a very masculine way. There are days where I want androgyny. There are days where I do like to be feminine, and what I do realize is, well, mostly when I wear makeup is when just all bets are off, and I'm automatically given she and her pronouns. And I do think that my thinking back then when I increased my dose a few months ago was that if I do increase, then there can be more ambiguity when I do wear makeup. It won't be a dead giveaway, which is not quite what I would prefer. Uh, so that would be my reason behind that. So far, it's seeming to work really well with my body. I haven't really noticed any major changes from before as far as my body's reaction to it. That being said, there are quite a number of different changes that have been happening since January. Uh, as far as the way I'm perceived these days, I will say that I'm no longer nervous in men's restrooms. I do feel more or less like I can pass on days that I do not wear makeup. I will say that even so, there are times that people actually do not gender me with she and her pronouns, like always when I wear makeup, just like probably like 90% of the time. So there is that. I'm no longer nervous in men's restrooms, which is good. I would say on the phone that it is kind of more 50-50 now. Maybe still more on the female perception side. I would say like maybe 60-40, actually. More often gendered as female on the phone. Now, I am continuing to not get my period, and I have noticed like times like here and there where I do cramp, and I don't know what to make of that, but it just feels like indisputably like a period cramp. Like I would say like maybe a handful of times that's happened since about a half year ago. But still no period, no bleeding, no anything going on down there. And I have had a lot more dark hair growth. I mean, it's just plain as day down here now. And over here, it's very obvious. On my chest, like hairs are just like popping up in like different directions everywhere. People have mentioned a time or two looking at my bare feet that I resemble something of a hobbit. I mean, no, it's not that bad, but my toes are getting, well, a little hairier than before. My chest is quite hairy as well. I mean, I mean, I don't look like Sasquatch or anything, but I mean, it's just, it's really obvious is what I'm trying to say. Uh, Now, and I will also say that it has been much easier for me to gain muscle these days. I will say that due to the need for more help at my current job, that we've been a little overworked these days, and I wonder if that has anything to do with it necessarily. Just the fact that I've been more worked these days, but. Uh, I will say, comparing it to times that I have been very active in my past, that it has still nonetheless been easier for me to gain muscle. So I'm not going to completely negate that. Uh, I will also say that possibly due to the same reason, I have taken quite a few inches off my hips since 6 months ago. It used to be 44 and now it's 39. And I mean, that's a huge difference. So I wonder if it's not only my job, but also just weight distribution. I think that's a significant portion of what's happening. Uh, okay, so and then the other thing is that there is a bit more girth in my clitoris. Uh, like it's wider and maybe slightly taller, maybe by a millimeter, but nothing significant there. But definitely thicker. Uh, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, and I guess I'm going to report back in January. Until then.